What is up, traders? My name is Heath, and this is Trade Talk. In tonight's video, we're doing the Crypto Weekly Outlook video. We're going to be looking at the pairs from today, which is January the 16th, 2021, through January the 23rd, 2021. So stay tuned. All right, here we go. We are going to start off with Bitcoin, the king of all assets. So essentially I have this purple line here and this purple line here. This purple line at the top of the range is 39,510 spot 55, 39510 spot 55. It's just the top of this range here. You can see that once we took this sell off down here, the bottom of this up closing candle has so far held as resistance, meaning we have not had a daily closure above that level. And so far we have come back down. Now I do have a white line at 35456 spot 89, which is the opening price of this bearish candle. And you can see that on today's candle, we did come back down and test that price, and we have currently traded away from that area. Now I do not know if that area is going to hold or not. And actually speaking, the level this bottom here, the swing low, this is a daily chart, so these are daily candles. These two candles here make up the swing low. All right, you could count that wick if you wanted to, but this is the closing of this bearish candle and the opening of this bullish candle, which creates the main structure level of the swing low. And that last closing, down closing candle right there at 34038 spot 98 is going to or should act as a main support area. Now in this area down here at 33082 spot 84, it's just the top of this. This is the opening price of this bearish candle here, and that is holding this range. So these two purple lines appear to be holding price action. So we will possibly see some range bound activity coming through here this week, which is okay. We definitely like to see Bitcoin accumulating up here. Unfortunately, we won't know if it's accumulation or distribution until price either breaks out to the downside of this 33,082 level or to the upside of the 39,510 level. However, as long as you're closing daily candles above 34,038 spot 98, this is very, very good. It's absolutely positive. All right, so we can go into a smaller time frame chart real quick and just kind of see what is transpiring. All right, so all of these levels are the daily levels, okay? And you can see we're just ping-ponging back and forth in this range. So this level here is your near-term market structure low on the 8-hour time frame, and that level is at 35,456 by 89, which is right here. And it's just taken from the opening price of this bullish candle, but this is a daily level, so it looks like it's from this candle. It is not. If we go back into a daily chart, you can see it's the top of this bearish candle. Not the top, not the high, but the opening price. All right. The top of a bearish candle is obviously the open, and the top of a bullish candle is the close. So that's what dictates the color of the candles if you are new at this. So that's pretty much all there is on Bitcoin. I mean, we can go over here and look at the traditional methods of technical analysis, looking at your RSI. Let's see where we go to a daily time frame here. You can see that all the major moving averages are currently underpriced. The 10 simple is not. You have closed the daily candle back below, which is to be expected in a range-bound market. Whenever a market turns range-bound like this, the moving averages you will be having closes above and below, and that's just the way moving averages work. As long as a good rule of thumb for a bullish chart with moving averages is as long as you're closing daily candles above the 21 EMA, that's pretty bullish, typically bullish. I do have this trend line coming in down here. You can see that is also caressing price with the wick touches. So, I mean, it looks bullish. It's bullish. It's nice and bullish. Your RSI is still above 50, which is positive. All right. You can see back down here when you did have this touch of 50, price was gone after that. So another test of 50, and as long as the candles don't start heading lower, then that would be altogether bullish. So Bitcoin is absolutely bullish. If you're looking to trade the ranges, let's just go back over here to the price action chart. If you want to trade the ranges, essentially just you can look to take buying positions anywhere at the 34,038 level or the 33,082 level. This is not financial advice. I just have to say that. Or if you're looking to short, then you could short up here at 39,510. However, I must say that in a bullish market, I would not be looking for the shorting opportunities at the top of the range. I would only be looking at the buying opportunities at the bottom of the range. That's just the way I do things, and you can pretty much do things how you want to do them. So moving on to ETHUSD. All right, so this top yellow line here is the all-time high on Coinbase's data feed, and that level is 1419.96. And then this purple line is a weekly structure level that I took the last time we did this Crypto Weekly Outlook video. And all it is the close of this weekly bullish candle and the open of this bearish candle. All right, both on the weekly time frame. Let's get rid of that blue line because I have no idea what that's for anyways. So let's get back over here to current price and drop down into a daily and suss out this area. All right, so I think I got that level. This level I got, this top level at 1260.90. I got on a 4-hour time frame. Market structure area here. All right, before price traded down, you can see that this area held 3 candles and it almost touched it here, but quite did not make it. But now we are closing above that on a 4-hour basis, and we have closed above it on an 8-hour basis. So this is nice. This is good. This is what you want to see. What I would like to see on ETH is a test of this level, which is 1231.32, and I would like to see a rejection from that level. That would indicate bullishness. All right, so let's go over here. Basically, the lower end of this range is going to be all the way down here. I don't like that. We'll just use this market structure. Let's go to a daily and use the daily market structure. So this is going to be the bottom of the range at 1049.79. All right. So as long as you're trading back and forth in this range, the same principles apply to this pair as it did with the Bitcoin. So you could basically look to take longs up in there, looking for this to break out. A lot of people are looking for this to take out this all-time high. I would have to agree because it is looking bullish. Now, we would love to see a daily closure above the 1260.90 level, which is this white line here. A daily closure above that means strength, and then come back down into a retest of the 1231.32 level, which is this one right here, and then boom, break of the all-time high. This is going to offer up resistance right here, and we'll just call that price 1283.93. I don't have it on the chart simply because it's pretty congested here because you are trading in this tight range. Since you made this push up, you did come down, you found lower high support, and you have moved out of that area with a bullish intention. So that is nice for this asset, EOS. Oh, one more thing on ETH. I do want to put this into perspective for you guys. Let's go back over here to this chart and hit this on a weekly time frame just so I can show you this. RSI is massively bullish. All right, it is supremely overbought. Now, this is not the highest that it ever got. On a weekly time frame, you can see went back in 2017 when it made its all-time high run. You got all the way up to 97 on the RSI. That's insane amount of momentum. So yeah, we're up in this area now. So bulls are firmly in control of this asset. Do not be shorting anything when there are obvious signs of bulls being in control. That is not what you want to do. What you want to do when bulls are in control is you want to look for dip buying opportunities. EOS. All right, so I haven't looked at EOS yet. So let's get rid of everything and start fresh. All right, so this thing is trading in a range. You got this area up here, and then you got this low area down here. So anything in between here is essentially range bound, and there's not really a whole lot to do. This was your last, since this push down, like this is your lowest swing low, but you did make a higher swing high. All right, so as long as this holds as the lower swing high, then you are making higher highs and higher lows. But you have to make a higher high again. If you come back down and make a lower low, that is not so good for EOS. However, as long as it's trading in this range, like I said, there's not really much you can do. You can look for a support hold at 2.597. As long as you're closing at least 8-hour candles above that level, that is good for bullish entries. If you're closing 8-hour candles below that level, you're going to test this level, and that level again is 2.315. Litecoin is pretty much looking almost identical to ETH as far as market structure wise. Obviously, ETH is stronger than this thing. Let's see where this thing's all-time high is. Yeah, it's got a lot further to go to break its all-time high. But it is bullish. I mean, this is bullish, and it got more parabolically bullish right here. You can kind of see the curvature of it. Like if I put a trend line down here from, let's just use this low here, and this low, you can see that it was trading around it, and then so far you have traded way away from it. And then your next trend line is going to be something like this. All right, so you have gotten more parabolic on this push up. As long as you're closing daily candles above this trend line, I would say that there's probably more higher prices in Litecoin's future. So let's go up here and grab this top market structure. This would be the actual level that I would be watching for me, which is the open of this bullish candle before the sell-off. You have not been back to retest that area. That area is 172.46. All right, so I would look for that to be tested, possibly before this area is retested again. If you're retesting this area again before this area, then that's not so good. I mean, you are still strong. As long as you're trading above this trend line and even this trend line, you are still bullish on this thing. If you start closing daily candles below this trend line, then something else is going on, and you are probably likely heading to test $85. Not $85. 82.40. All right, that would be the level right there. If you get below this, that would be a good area to look for a support hold. But right now it's trading back and forth in this range. There's really not much analysis to do when that is transpiring. You got another level down here that was tested one time, and that was on this strong push down. You tested that level, and that's when buyers re-entered the market. So that level is 114.28. You could look for buyers to re-enter that market as well there. Also, Link has broken out. This thing is gone. Love it. All right. So not really much to do here. I am almost positive this is an all-time high on Coinbase's chart. It damn sure is. And that is a strong weekly candle. You got 1 day and 6 hours left on this close. You do not want to see it sink back below 18.82 on a weekly closing basis. If you do that, this could be looked at by sellers as a false breakout on a weekly closing basis. So you won't be able to know that until tomorrow at tomorrow's close. But as long as you come down here and you retest this and you're holding support here, then that's good for the bulls. That means there's some reaccumulation going on. This level here would also be a good area to look for a support hold if this area does not quite hold. And this level down here is 17.62978. If you lose that level, you will be retesting or possibly retesting 14.662, which is this level here, simply taken by the opening of this last bearish closing candle since the bull run, or since these bullish candles broke up out of that area. So this would be a good area to buy if you are looking to buy Link. Do not buy Link up here. Buy Link here or buy Link here. Do not buy it up here. Once again, this is not financial advice. XRP is, this was just another higher low. So sellers got involved. You are closing candles below this level here. You didn't even retest this level since you closed below it. You have not been back to retest it. If you come back up to this level is 0.3209. That will be a great spot to look to sell this market. Looking for a retest of 0.2360. That is the only thing to do on Ripple. Once again, if you get a test of this area at 0.3209, look to sell and this would be your target at 0.2360, or my target. That's what I will do. Not you, me. All right, let's look at Stellar. Stellar is had a nice breakout, and it's been trading in this range. Let's get rid of this. That didn't work. Let's try it again. All right, so here is your daily last areas, and here, so you are trading in a tight range. All right, the last week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, 6 candles. So since you made this market structure level, you have been trading inside of this range. So you need a breakout on a daily closing, or at least an 8-hour closing basis. All right, you need at least a good solid session closing level, or session close above 0.313395. This level here. If you close an 8-hour candle below 0.271443, then your next area to look for a retest and for possible lower high support would be 0.249100. If you close below that, you definitely want to see support hold here. But then once you start putting on this many lines, it gets all discombobulated, and it's quite a bit messy. If you do break down and you close below this, I would suggest this would probably be the area to look for support hold. If you do not hold here, you will be coming all the way back down here to 0.16425 unless it finds support like this. All right, guys, let me just get this out of the way real quick. I don't use traditional support and resistance levels. All right, I used to. I don't so much anymore. Now I just look for these areas to hold as support. But you could definitely call this a traditional area of support and resistance. You can see that it did affect price. When you came back, you did test it and you could not get above it, sold below it, breakout. So a retest of this area, 0.193766, would absolutely come into play before this level down here. All right, I will go ahead and say that. I would just simply be looking for this area to come into play, but cryptocurrency pairs trade very, very technical. Let's just call them traditional support and resistance levels. They do hold merit, and absolutely you can see that by the way price trades around it. So inside of this range for intraday opportunities is what I'm showing you. If you're longer term, like a swing trader minded trader, look for a support test and hold at 0.193766. All right, and that is Stellar. And A to BTC has broken out above this trend line again. So after it did break out, it did come back down, but we have broken back out above it. So in my opinion, this trend line is garbage and is no longer offering up any kind of relevance whatsoever. All right, so first area to look for a definite support hold is going to be down here. All right, and that's going to be at 832. This would be a traditional area, like a traditional support and resistance type area right there, and that level is 849. So you can see how close these levels are, but that would be your traditional support or resistance levels. You can't buy it up here. Cannot do that because you have not closed an 8-hour candle above this level. Damn it, man. What's wrong with me today? You have not closed an 8-hour candle above this level, and this level is 960 since you put it in all the way over here. All right, so you have not done that yet. You need to do that. You do that, then this thing is going to look more bullish, and you can look for lower high support to come into play anywhere above this white line. You break below this white line, then you're heading lower. ETH BTC. All right, so ETH is strong, and you have finally closed an 8-hour candle above this last closing candle up here. All right, so you see how that works. You got the last bullish closing candle was up here. Since you did that, you never got back in there. You came in, retested it, sellers got re-involved, came up. This is a nice bull flag, if you want to call it that. Broke above old resistance, now support, held support above it. So that is now your market structure level you do not want to see break and hold. So I would be looking for a support hold at 0.032066999. All right, right here. This would be the last area I would want to see hold. If you do not get this, then you are possibly coming all the way back down to this area here. And why didn't that work? There you go. And that level is 0.03024085. this level here. So as long as you're holding support up here or better, then you can look for this area to come into play. And that is this last market structure swing high, and that level is 0.03562. All right, that's this level up here. It looks like that's what it's aiming for. It's nice and strong. That's what you want to see. DOTUSD has broken out. I mean, we've been watching this all week in the CTM chat room. This thing is, man, it is powerful. You even came down, made a retest, found higher low support, and see ya. Let's see what this thing looks like. Oh, yeah, massively. This is like one of the best looking crypto charts there are, in my opinion. I've looked at a lot of crypto charts. This is one of the best ones that I have seen. This thing is just non-stop, man. It is strong. Let's get rid of all these lines here because we have new ones to make. So that's going to be your first area, and then obviously the low of that candle because you did. And that's going to be right here. So this area you're going to want to see support hold. If you don't get it, the next area for me to watch is going to be down here. So those first two levels to watch for support hold is 14.472. That's funny because both of these have the same exact price. You can see that right there. That has to be a mistake. That cannot be correct. Oh, wait. No, it doesn't. What's going on? I must have two lines here. Let's get rid of one of them. Yeah, that's what it is. All right. All right, so this level's tight. Obviously, if you get a daily closure below that, look for this area to hold at 9.3295. This area here. And I think you're doing good. If you do break below that, then this area should offer support at 7.529. All right, this level down here. But this thing is strong. I mean, it is strong. It's basically, there's nothing to do. Essentially, wait for this thing to pull back. Look for resistance holds on smaller time frames if you're looking, or support holds on smaller time frames if you're looking to buy this. Because when it's up here at these levels, I mean, you're essentially just basically smoking shorts. That's all this thing's doing. People are buying it. The shorts are on the run. When price is doing this, the shorts are just getting destroyed. They keep trying to pick the high on this, and they keep getting smoked. So as long as that's happening, this is a very bullish asset. Look for buying opportunities on pullback entries. And then it's even strong versus Bitcoin. I mean, look at this thing versus Bitcoin. Now, this isn't the most bullish chart I've ever seen. You had a big strong pop and then just lower consolidation for, I don't know, let's call it a year. But then you did find support right here. You did find support right there, and then you didn't even come back to test it, which is bullish. But what you did test was that area there. Boom. And that is bullish. So look for this area to be tested on a pullback. As long as you're holding there on a daily closing basis, I would not look for lower time frame charts to find. But I did find a level on an 8-hour chart. So if that area doesn't hold for support, look for this area to hold as support. That first area is 36989, and then this lower area to look for a lower high or a higher low support would be 29286, and that's this level right here. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. That's all I got for you on the Crypto Weekly Outlook. Tomorrow I'll be doing my Forex Weekly Outlook, and we will go from there. So with all that said, guys, trade safe, trade smart, happy trading.